Hi, it's Mitch from PickDogs.com and SportsChatPlace.com. It's Saturday, August 15th, 2020, here with your live show. We're live 7 days a week, 365 days a year. We never miss. It doesn't matter where we're at, what condition we're in. Tell you what, we've shot shows from you pretty much name it, but always delivering the free picks and, of course, answering your questions and delivering all the best information that we can. Of course, free picks, always just an opinion. Sometimes we like some free picks we're going to like better than others. Some are just an opinion. And as always, our best bets and the best bets of anyone on this program are always found at our premium area. You just go to the website, click on the premium picks tab, and you'll find our best bets. The games we're most confident about, the games we're betting today, that's where you find those. It is that easy. Of course, if you're a super chatter and you want to do a super chat, you do a super chat of $5 or more. I'll send you a t-shirt just like the one that I'm wearing, Pick Dogs t-shirt. On the free t-shirt, we're out of 2Xs. So if you're 2X or 3X, you're either a 4X or an XL. For now, or maybe we'll order more shirts. I'm not really sure how we're going to handle it. Kind of didn't do a great job on the 2Xs. I'll see what I can do. But in the meantime, we're out of 2Xs and 3Xs. But if you want to super chat, you're more than welcome to do it. But anyways, let me bring in the gang. We're going to do NBA. Then we're going to cover NASCAR, then baseball, then the NHL. Then we're going to come back and do UFC. And then, of course, our bird cages and parlays to round up the show. But let me bring in first Brian Bittler and the Puck Dogs. Good morning, Brian. How's it going? I had the Giants last night, and that was one cold end to a game. And the thing is, when they're up 7-3 and the guy hits the home run and then they load the bases, I said to my wife, I think I want to turn off the TV because this guy's going to hit a home run. And sure enough, he hits a home run, and then they just miss a home run on the next batter. It didn't matter. They brought in Liam Hendricks to close it out. The Giants couldn't even get a bat on the ball. Some days are going to go like that, and that's sports betting. But, I thought I had a plus 170 winner for premium members, but still had a winning day. How about you? You got anything locked and loaded for today in the premium?
Another winning day for me yesterday. I got my NBA executive info play coming up for that playoff game, and my Major League Baseball top the ticket, both $29.95.
How about you, Chris? Cannot hear you. How about you, Rod? You got anything for today?
Yeah, for me, I got MLB three pick in there that I love today, and then there's also a mixed bag 3 pick. That I love today. UFC, I'm going to give you guys here on the show that I really, really love today. Excited about this card.
All right. Chris, you with us now?
Yeah, I'm with you. Sorry about that. No, I have a 3 packages today. I have a submission package for the UFC, my slugger package for MLB, and my slap shot 2-pack for the NHL. All available for $29.95, but they're also all part of my duration-based packages starting at 3 days for $59.99.
Thanks, Chris. Chris smashed the premium on MLB yesterday. All right. Way to smash the premium. Anyways, we got one NBA game. We're going to cover this before we bring in Jeff Jeter and trade some paint. It's just the Grizzlies and the Blazers. Should be a pretty interesting matchup. There is no tomorrow, right? I'm not really even, it's, Damian Lillard's been lighting up the scoreboard. I actually, belong to the same golf club as Don Nelson, the coach and former Boston Celtic, and brought up to him about Lillard's shot that hit the back of the rim and went straight up and went in, and it was exactly like Nelson's shot in '69 against the Lakers, and he's like, I'm surprised people remember that. But anyways, that was all the coach had to say about it, really. He was like, sometimes they just go. But anyways, Brian, any thoughts here on Memphis? And thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. Send in to Mitch at Pick Dogs for their t-shirt. But Brian, go ahead.
I'll tell you what, I got in on the side play as a premium, but I got to tell everybody I love the under in this game. I got in at 234. I've seen it at 232 right now. No problem. This game goes under. 2 teams wanting to get further in the playoffs. They're going to be fighting it out. Defensive battle here.
Yeah, Sean Atland, if you're advertising sports books or mentioning sports books in our chat, it's a great way to get banned. So I would avoid that. I'm just going to warn you once. Anyways, Chris?
Yeah, I like the under as well, but I think I'm going to take Memphis with the points. I think Portland wins this game, but the two meetings between the two were decided by a combined 2 points, and I think this is another tight game, goes down to the wire. Like I said, I do have Portland winning, but I don't see it being by more than 6, so I'll take Memphis and the points.
How about you, Rod?
I like the under as well. I think we're going to have a defensive battle on our hands here. Give me the under 232.
All right. Tristan's two-story Peyton thinks that I talk too much. Well, you're free to not watch the show if you don't want to and get your free picks. You can just go buy premium picks and pay for them, and you won't have to listen to anything. We give you that option, and a lot of people take us up on it. So, whatever works for you. We certainly don't force anyone to watch. You go to get Brian's premium picks. Brian, you want to tell them how to get this? I mean, you go to the website, right, and you click on premium picks. I think it's.
I'll tell you what. Go to pickdogs.com, hit the premium picks tab, scroll down just a little bit, because I'm right near the top of the leaderboard. You'll find my NBA executive info play.
Yeah. Also, you can get those same picks at sportschatplace.com in the main menu bar premium picks tab. So Sports Chat Place, Pick Dogs, that's how you get it. But yeah, I don't know. I know it's nothing personal, that's for sure, about Tristan True Story Peyton, who's been a member of our groups for a long time. Anyways, we got. I like the over in this game. I honestly think it goes the other way. I see the public, all over the under. I love the over. It's like most of these games in the bubble have gone over. So, over this number at least, way over this number. These games have been 260s. I don't know. I just think it's over. I don't have obviously not a premium play. JXGemX with the premium with the super chat. Thank you very much. But anyways, we got Jeff Jeter with us. I have a little computer problem here on the side, and that's what I am taking. I clicked something when I was running all these different screens. I clicked on something. I'm not sure what it is, so I didn't want the show to just abruptly end, which I think I clicked on something that could cause that to happen. So if it does happen, which I'm not saying it will, just stay tuned. We'll come right back with you whenever my computer is back. I mean, it shouldn't be more than a minute or two, but I don't think I clicked it to get to that point. We'll see soon enough. But anyways, I'm gonna bring in Jeff Jeter, and if we're gonna get blocked out during one segment, it'll be Jeter. He'll still keep talking. I'll see you guys in just a second. We'll go over the rest of the card as well as our parlays. Jeff, good morning. How are you?
Hey, morning, everyone. Doing fine. How about you, Mitch?
Good. And of course, as always, I'm just joking with you. We love having you on the show, or else we wouldn't have you on the show. It's actually easier to not have you on the show than to have you on the show. So we go out of our way to have Jeff Jeter on the show with us. Jeff, we got another NASCAR race. Where are we heading today?
Oh, we are heading down to Daytona, but instead of racing on the big track, we're going to be racing the road course this weekend for all three series. And today we've got the Xfinity Series battling in the UNOH 188.
So is it still the same cast of characters in this Xfinity race, or do we have any of the guys from the big boy circuit joining them for the road race?
No Cup Series drivers this weekend, but got a couple of road course specialists that are coming from outside series and sports cars that we'll may dig into a little bit here.
Well, what are you thinking? What are you thinking for today's race? Just get ready.
Just a disclaimer. I mean, kind of like we talk about. This is just so y'all know. This is the first ever race or races that the NASCAR series will be doing on the road course at Daytona. So with that, we really don't have any prior data except for just other road course races to go off of. So, I mean, kind of like we say, I wouldn't be running to the window to bet any of this, but we can throw a little action in here. But I've got 3 guys, I think, that could win today and a couple of matchups.
Great. So, how long is this race? Is this?
Yeah. Okay. So the course itself is 3.6 miles. The distance today is 188 miles, and it is 52 total laps to make up that 188-mile distance around the Daytona Road Course.
So road course is generally a little bit slower races than just ripping around Daytona Motor Speedway, right?
Yeah, very much so. Yes, sir.
I've been to Daytona. I've had a personal tour of Daytona Motor Speedway. I've told people this story before, and no one believes me. I was driving from Miami to where I was living to Boston, where I was going to school, and with a friend of mine, and we stopped by Daytona Motor Speedway just to drive by it, just to see what it looked like from the outside. It was pitch black at night, so we pulled into the parking lot, and I was smoking a cigarette or something, sort of like a cigarette. We were smoking, and a security guard comes over and approaches us and says, "What are you guys doing here?" And we said, "Oh, we just wanted to check out the Speedway, but it's dark. We can't see anything." He's like, "Oh, if you want to see the Speedway, I'll show you the Speedway." He took us inside the Speedway and walked us around the track, like to the corners and stuff. It was amazing. It was pitch black, but he had his flashlight, and the turns are like this, right? It's like climbing a mountain in these things. It's very deceptive on TV. It looks like it's slightly angled, right, on TV, but it's actually, if you took a ball and rolled it out, it's like when I hit a golf shot and I missed the elevated green and the ball comes rolling all the way down, but much faster than that even. But anyways, road course. Who we looking at today?
I'm going to skip over the favorite today, and I'm going to go to the second best, and that's AJ Allmendinger at plus 275. As we know, Allmendinger has been a road course guru throughout his NASCAR career, has plenty of starts in not only the NASCAR Cup Series, but also the Xfinity Series. So plus 275, that's my pick to win today. The second one I like is Chase Briscoe at plus 600. Don't forget, not long ago, Chase won the Indianapolis road course race back on July 4th in this season. And, I see him. He's going to be starting up towards the front. I think he's starting second or third. So he should be right there in the mix. And if you want to sprinkle in a little bit of a long shot, got a road course specialist. It's Andy Lally. He is plus 3,400, plus 3,000 in some on some books. But if you'll sprinkle in a little bit of action on Andy Lally, I love it. And for the 2 matchups I have, I like Noah Gragson at minus 105 over Justin Allgaier. Gragson's just outperformed in the last 2 or 3 road course races, and I don't see that changing today. And I think Allgaier's kind of buried back in the field a little bit today. And then other than that, I do like going back to Andy Lally in a matchup at minus 115 over Earl Bamber. Earl Bamber is a guy from New Zealand. He's never had any experience in a NASCAR race car. He is a road course specialist, but he's starting 29th in Richard Childress's 21 car. He's got a lot of work to do, and Lally's going to be starting up closer to the top 10. So give me Andy Lally over Earl Bamber. Other than that, that's really all I got for the Xfinity race today.
Awesome, Jeff. Thanks for joining us. What do we got tomorrow on board? Or is there a truck race too? Or is it just
truck race at 12 p.m. tomorrow?
Tomorrow?
No, tomorrow. And then right after that will be the Cup Series race. Both will be on the road course at Daytona. And again,
are you on again tomorrow with us?
Yes, sir.
All right. Any preview? Maybe who's the badass mother trucker out there? Any little preview?
I don't know. We're going to be looking a little bit at Brett Moffitt for the Truck Series race tomorrow. That's just a little preview. So
it's one badass mother trucker. Jeff, thanks for joining us. You're one badass mother trucker. We appreciate having you here. We'll see you tomorrow here, Trading Paint segment with Jeff Jeter from the shadows of Bristol Motor Speedway in Tennessee. Thanks, Jeff.
Thanks, guys.
That was Jeff Jeter from Bristol, Tennessee, trading paint. Anyways, back to picking some Major League Baseball games with the boys. Yesterday, some of our big value guys didn't come in. The Orioles losing their game. The Royals got rained out on us. And, some of the other guys like the Giants just couldn't close the deal. Really, some games that I lose, I can brush it off and I just say, well, it's part of it. Tomorrow's another day and this is part of what I signed up for and all that stuff. Some games leave a mark, and I just have a feeling that Giants game's going to leave a mark for quite some time on me. Anyways, Brian, we got the White Sox and the Cardinals. Cardinals off of the COVID scare, back onto the field. What do you got here?
Yeah, typically we've been seeing the teams play pretty good baseball when they come back from COVID. Here I'm going to do a slight lean to the White Sox, though. I like Lucas Giolito on the mound. I know Wainwright's had one good start, but that's not selling me anything. Slight lean to the White Sox on heavy juice there.
All right, so someone's asking us if we handicap UFC. Well, we're going to do UFC on this show. It'll be the last segment we cover before the parlays. But at both websites, we have every fight individually covered at pickdogs.com and sportchatplace.com. Plus, we have premium picks on UFC. Some of our guys have premium picks on UFC. So I would say we cover UFC backwards and forwards, except the only thing that we don't do on UFC, and maybe we'll add this, is we don't do videos on UFC. But I think I'm going to add them. Now that you bring that, now that you, no, we don't. NHL will be after the Major League Baseball segment. We did NBA, we did NASCAR. Now we're doing baseball, NHL. I did this at the beginning of the show. I kind of tried to lay out the format of the show. Then we're gonna do UFC. Then we're gonna do our parlays. Then we're gonna say goodbye. Chris.
Yeah, I think Chris is number one in UFC, by the way, if he's looking for UFC.
He's hammer fist in the books. Anyways, Brian, who do you like in Game 2 of the White Sox Cardinals? These 7-inning games. Let's just cover both here. We're on the. We're not going to come back to it. I personally, I think I've seen the teams come off of the COVID break, and for those of you that are tuning in and don't know, we're not a news show, but the Reds Pirates game is canceled for today. So COVID positive test, so the rest of the series will be canceled. And who knows? I don't even know what side the positive test is on, or if it's on both sides.
Cincinnati.
So the Reds probably won't be playing for a while. The way that we've seen these happen, it's usually about a week off in between. We'll have to see exactly how it plays out. But anyways, Chris, or Game 2, Brian.
I don't see any listed pitchers here, but if the White Sox win as I expect them to do in Game 1, I'd like the Cardinals to bounce back in Game 2. But that's just, a slight lean and a feeling because I'm not seeing any starting pitchers listed here.
I got Alex Reyes listed for St. Louis and Richard Clayton for the White Sox in Game 2.
Sounds like a good one. What do you got for this, Chris?
Game 1, I'm going to go to the over. I like the over 7 here. I think we see some runs on the board. And in Game 2, I at least know what I'm going to see from Alex Reyes. I'll take St. Louis.
Rod?
I'm going to take the Cardinals Game 1 and 2. I like Wainwright. I think Wainwright comes there, solid veteran. I think he does enough. And St. Louis been antsy to play for a little bit now. I think they come here and get a win.
I think you always have to. I've seen this a million times in baseball. Thank you, Josh, for the super chat. Send me your information. I'll send you out a T-shirt, just like the one that I'm wearing. But I see this all the time in baseball. We see it every year where there's a young team. But this White Sox team isn't a surprise young team. This is a loaded young team. They made some of the greatest trades in the history of baseball over the last 2 or 3 years. When it came to the trade deadline, these guys didn't just say, well, we'll get the player to be named later and get rid of a salary. These guys raided the minor league systems, some of the top prospects. Not like, this wasn't like a guy who's like number 45 on the list or whatever. They got the 1 and 2s from, the Cubs system, from the Red Sox system. These guys absolutely destroyed it on the trades from the national system. These guys just absolutely raided people's minor leagues. And look at this roster. It is loaded. I mean, a guy like Robert, no one expected much of him coming. I mean, look at this. It was all Jimenez, right? Moncada, right? But look at what they got. Dylan Cease. I mean, just all these guys were acquired in these trades. Every single one of them. The White Sox are loaded, and these guys are having fun. And when you have a young team that's having fun, look out, man. 35-game winning streaks is what happens then. Because we've seen it before, and we've seen it happen on the south side of Chicago, too, in 2006. This White Sox team could be going. Anyways, not that they're my favorite team or anything, but just saying. I love the White Sox, man. I love the way they're having fun out there, and I love the way they're playing baseball. We got the Royals and the Twins, the makeup game from yesterday, Odorizzi, but instead it's Ian Kennedy serving for the Royals. Man, I can't believe I missed this one with my premium picks to get something in here, but I love the over here. Brian?
I'm going to stick with my play yesterday. Just stick with the Royals here. Even if it's a bullpen game, I like the Royals bullpen. Odorizzi, I don't see him getting out of the third inning. I'm going to take the Twins. I'm going to take the Royals plus money here.
Yep, the Tatis Jr. for Shields trade was the only really big mistake the White Sox have made. But at the time, it made perfect sense. At the time, it made sense. But, you look back and you say, look at the right side of the trade they've been on in so many of the other ones. I mean, Jose Quintana for Dylan Cease and Elroy Jimenez. I mean, you think the Cubs would want that one? You think the Cubs want that one back? It's like, oh my God! It's two like guys that could be the Cy Young Award winner and an MVP. All in one deal. Anyways, Chris, Jake Odorizzi, can he get out anybody on the Royals? Because he wasn't able to last time.
No, I'll stick with the Royals, and I'll also take the over. I think we see double-digit runs even in a 7-inning game.
Brian, how about game 2 with Barrios and Duffy?
I gotta feel like Barrios bounces back here. I like his arm. I'd lay 1.5 of the Twins lightly, very lightly.
How about you, Chris? The second half of the doubleheader.
Yeah, it's not going to be a popular pick, I don't think, but I'm going to take Kansas City to sweep the doubleheader. Yeah. I like Duffy, and Barrios hasn't pitched all that great.
You take Kansas City in both of them, all you got to do is win one to get plus money. On a split of the doubleheader, you're at least up $70. Rod?
Give me the over in game 1, and give me the Twins on the run line game 2.
All right, I like the Royals in both. I just like the value there. We got Colin Rea and Adrian Hauser at Wrigley Field. Brian, what do you think here? The Cubs, home dog. They lost last night with against Milwaukee, but the Cubs have been swinging the bats. I know the Brewers traditionally give them fits, though.
I'll tell you what, I cashed with the Brewers last night, and I think I'm going to add the Brewers as a premium play when we get off the air here. I really, Colin Rea, 30-year-old Cubs pitcher's going today. This guy's been a mediocre pitcher at best, 7-7, 4.69 ERA career. I like the Brewers at this price here.
Wind blowing dead in from center at Wrigley. Chris?
Yeah, I like the Brewers as well. Ray hasn't pitched in the major since 2016, and I still like what Hauser brings to the table, so I'll take Milwaukee.
Rod?
Give me the Brewers here.
I think I'm going to take the Cubs at the plus money. We got the Phillies and the Mets. Steven Matz against Aaron Nola. I don't know, man. I don't understand why the Phillies continue to be higher than minus 150 odds every single night. I mean, I know they won last night. It took a miracle for them to get the win. But I don't know, man. If people want to continue to lay this, and the thing is that once again, of course, people lay in the run line. With Phillies is a big favorite. It's like what a joke. What do you think?
That's not a good setup for my pick here, but this isn't something I'm rushing into the window to bet. Just Aaron Nola, 29 strikeouts, 2 walks. He's pitched pretty solid. I see him going 7 or 8 innings here. I'm not putting a ton of money on this game, but I'll lean towards the Phillies minus 165. They're lucky they missed DeGrom yesterday.
They're keeping Nola around that 80 to 90 pitch count, and it's like that just means you're going to get into that Philly bullpen.
Yeah,
That's
they're
all.
they're horrible.
Oh,
They're horrible.
they're not just horrible. They stink. They absolutely stink. And I don't mean to sugarcoat it. I want to, we're always trying to be honest here, but they stink. I mean, Nola. All right. Last time out against the Braves, he got the win, but it took 13 runs for him to do it. He only gave up 2 hits and 1 run in over 8 innings. They won 13-8. Okay, that's how bad the Phillies bullpen is. He went 8 innings. He gave up 2 hits and a run. The team gave up 8 runs in the game. The next time out against the Yankees, 6 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned, 12 strikeouts. They lose 3-1. It's like, it doesn't matter what he does unless he goes the distance. And then when he went the distance last time, they lost that too. I don't know. Chris, what do you, I mean, talk me off the ledge here. I don't know. What do you think?
2 words, Steven Matz. He's been terrible for much of this season. Last week, the concern was that he can't control his four-seam fastball. Now it's that he might even be tipping his pitches. I want no part of Steven Matz. I'll take the over 9.
What if he can't control the four-seam fastball and is tipping his pitches? That could be. I don't know. I think the Mets have got you right where they. I think the books have got you right where they want you on this one. Rod.
I'm not a big fan of Mats either, but give me the Mats in the over. This Philly bullpen is what 10.13 earned run average.
I'll say it for
1
you.
and 4.
I'll say it for you. They're hideous. Anyways, we'll go to the.
Yeah.
I think hideous is a good word for that.
That is a good word.
We got the Marlins against the Braves. We got Daniel Castano on the mound against Max Fried, and the odds on this thing is just jumping. I guess the Marlins beating the crap out of the Braves last night isn't good enough for everybody, and the Marlins being 9-4 in first place, running away with the National League East, just not good enough for anybody. Brian, I don't know, man. You think Max Fried is...
I think Max Fried is due for a turd start. And I'm not in love with Dan Castano, a pitcher for the Marlins, but it's hard to pass up these odds. I'm going to lean for the Marlins here.
Chris? Yeah, here comes the famous Puck Dogs out of left field question. It's like
it's not the out of left field. It's the you asked me to help you move your fridge.
Yeah, it's like that. Oh, this is so true story. I used to have a pickup truck. I no longer have a pickup truck because I don't want to help people move their dresser. Like, that's pretty much it. What is it? Why'd you get rid of your pickup truck? I got sick of people helping them move their dresser.
I'll take Atlanta on the run line. I like Fried 4-0 with an ERA under 2 in his career against Miami, and I think Atlanta bounces back here.
And I do need the pickup truck once in a while. They got a U-Haul down the street. I rent it. It costs me about $68 a day, and I'm good. Rod?
For me, I think this is going to be a closer game than people think. I think this is going to be a 1-run game. Give me Miami plus 1.5.
I'm just waiting.
And I like the under.
I'm waiting for that Max Fried implosion, Just waiting for it. Because, last year when he was a starter, he got absolutely rocked, just crushed, against the Phillies. 7 hits, 5 runs, and 5 innings. Then the one that sent him to the bullpen was the game against the Nationals. 2.1 innings, 6 hits, 5 runs, 3 walks. It was just basically batting practice. Then they moved him to the bullpen, and that's when he was effective. The thing is that, and that happened in the postseason. Now he's back in the starting rotation. I'm just waiting for him to blow up. And against this Marlins team that doesn't seem to realize that they're not supposed to be any good, these guys are having fun too. Another young team having fun. We got the Tigers against the Indians. Baby, our boy Bieber on the mound up against Spencer Turnbull, who hasn't been too bad this season either. And the Tigers haven't been too bad either. How about you, Brian? What are you thinking here?
Got a premium pick on the side here in this game, but I think goes under the total here. I like both pitchers. I think Turnbull has been pretty rock solid for the Tigers. Bieber, what else can you say about Bieber Mania? I'll go under.
Chris?
Yeah, I'm on the under as well. I think in the shortened season, Bieber should be the front runner for the AL Cy Young. And Spencer Turnbull, I said last year, was the best 3-17 pitcher that you'd ever see. Way better than his record. So I'll take the under here. I think we see a duel.
Bieber does have a set of stones on him, Rod.
Yeah, I'm going to take the under here as well. I think we got a good pitcher's duel here today.
All right. I think that this is a tough one. I think you could take the Tigers plus the 1.5 at home. You know, I think it's going to be a closer game than a lot of people think. We got the Blue Jays, the Bison, up against, they were the Yard Goats, now they're the Bison, up against the Tampa Bay Rays. Ryan Yarborough on the mound against Chase Anderson. I tell you, this Bison Field or whatever you want to call it, this is like the games at Wembley Stadium. I mean, these are like some high-scoring games. Brian, what do you think? The total in this one is 11. We got Coors Field totals now at this Bison Park. People are finally catching on.
Well, I missed out on taking the Jays today on a premium pick. I really like them plus money. I think Chase Anderson has a good, solid start. Ryan Yarborough, I'm not really impressed with. I think the Jays beat up on them again today.
How about you, Chris?
Yeah, I'm on the Jays as well with the over. I think we see some runs, but I think like yesterday, the Jays just score more. So give me Toronto and the plus money.
How about you, Rod?
Yeah, give me the Jays again. Like I said yesterday, this Rays team just stinks on the road. Stinks. Give me the Jays.
I like the over 11. We got the Yankees against the Red Sox. James Paxton serving. He has been god-awful. He could actually campaign for a slot in that Phillies bullpen, maybe some middle relief. Brian, what do you think? James Paxton and Nathan Eovaldi. The Yankees, of course, 13-6, but no thanks to Paxton.
I'm waiting for Vince Velasquez to end up in the Phillies bullpen. But in this game, I'm going to take a chance with the Red Sox at this plus money. Paxton's been pretty brutal. I'm going to take a lean to the Red Sox here.
Yeah, Brian and I are on the same wavelength for this one too. I mean, I don't like either of these pitchers, but I think Eovaldi's been less terrible than Paxton, and Boston's definitely worth a shot here at almost plus 150.
How about you, Rod?
Give me the over here. Right, we're going to see enough runs to get over 9.
Well, I already called the Boston Red Sox my dog of the day. Got the Giants up against the A's in this one. Gausman and Manaea. I don't know. Like I said, I'm at a loss for. It's like, to me, it's not even that, that they hit the home run and I got beat and all that other stuff on the Giants last night. It's like, how does the manager just let me sit there and have to watch this crap? Seriously, if the pitcher's struggling and he's got to be in there for 3 batters, just give the intentional walk, let them score the 1 run, and get the guy in that's going to get somebody out. Because Rogers, as crazy as he's been this year with that weird-ass throwing motion, he was super effective last night when he came in to put the fire out. Anyways, Brian, any chance the Giants with Gausman here get over this one faster than I do?
I think the line's telling me the Giants are going to have a win today. I think they get a little bit of revenge from that total debacle yesterday. I'm not a big Gausman fan, but 23 strikeouts, 2 walks for Gausman. Montas had a pretty good year for Oakland, but I'm going to take the plus money of the Giants to bounce back here.
Chris?
If it's any consolation, I think that Montas got scratched, and I'm seeing Sean Manaea for Oakland here.
Yep.
I'll take San Francisco. Yeah, I'll take San Fran based on that.
Really? Best pitcher in the rotation. Go ahead, Rod.
I'm taking Oakland here today. Give me Oakland.
Oakland all day. We got the Orioles against the Nationals. Asher Wojciechowski up against Patrick Corbin. Once again, the Nationals did get the win yesterday, but the Orioles still the team with the better record here. Brian?
I think the Orioles are worth the play here. Wojciechowski, he hasn't pitched that bad this season. Orioles, I think they bounced back from that game 2 yesterday. I'll take the Orioles plus money there.
He's caught a lot of those number 1 matchups. So he's been like against Cole. He's been against those type of guys. This is a big step down for him, you know.
I'd never lay 200 with the Nationals here.
Chris, you got another super chat. Thank you, Dennis. Appreciated. Chris?
Yeah, I'll go with the over 9 here. We see some runs on the board.
Kind of shorted Dennis there. We'll leave him up for a little while. Chris, Rod, how about you?
Yeah, I agree with Chris here. Give me the over 9.
I like the Orioles in this one. We got the Texas Rangers against the Colorado Rockies. I had the Rangers last night, and Lance Lynn allowed 2 hits in the entire game. It was the first 2 batters, and then he went the complete game at Coors Field. That is Cy Young stuff. That's all I gotta say. You know, I talked about Lance Lynn on this show since we've had live shows, and it's like I talk about how this guy pitches with guys on the bases like no one's business. But that performance last night was the best performance I've ever seen Lance Lynn. And you know, we were doing the NHL videos while it was happening, and I was like, can you believe it's the 7th inning and Lance Lynn is still in there in Coors Field? It was like you could just we're doing videos and I'm watching him dominate, you know. And I had the split screen up. Anyways, Brian, any chance that we see another pitching performance like that this season, and especially out of Marquez or Gibson? I would think not.
Rangers were my top play yesterday, and just he single-handedly won the game for the Rangers yesterday. Awesome pitching performance. And I've been fading the Rockies now for a while, but I'm ready to get back on them. A little bit slightly high juice, so it's just a lean to the Rockies here.
I would have taken in that spot if I would have had my phone out with me. I was actually eating dinner when that was happening. With my wife, we were watching it on TV, and I actually was eating dinner. Had I had my phone with me, I would have live bet Oakland the other way right then and there. I would have. I knew he was going to hit the home run. I mean, I knew it. Chris?
Yeah, give me the Rockies on the run line here. Kyle Gibson's that guy that was born with the bases loaded, but unlike Lynn, he lets the runs come in. So I'll take the Rockies on the run line here.
Rod?
I'm gonna take Texas here. I think Texas was playing the better ball. They look like they're having more fun out there too. Give me Texas.
I like the over. I think Marquez overrated, and I think Kyle Gibson, well, we've seen that act before. We got Alex Young getting the ball here for the Diamondbacks first time this season. This was a guy called up from the Pacific Coast League in the end of last season, and he wasn't a guy that that people thought a lot of in the Pacific Coast League, which is a hitters league all the way. So in all fairness, but he came in and pitched really well for the Diamondbacks. The D-backs, man, what a performance last night against the Padres. Really a tight game all the way. And then, I mean, they had a chance to go. They had the bases loaded in the bottom of the 8th, up by 5, and then really had a chance to do some damage. And Padres got out of it. I had the under, so I was pretty happy about that. But anyways, Brian, Alex Young at plus odds here against the Padres, who, I mean, let's face it, they didn't hit the ball out of the infield last night. Let's call it what it is.
I'd say Arizona was my other premium winner yesterday. Cashed a little bit of plus money there. I'm going right back to them. I think they're hot. Their bats are hot right now. I'm going to take the Diamondbacks plus 105. Here.
Why not? Chris?
Yeah, I'll do that as well. I don't know what's going on with the Padres right now. They can't put runs on the board, so I'll take Arizona.
How about you, Rod?
Yeah, Arizona's looking like they're starting to play better. Take Arizona.
Angels against the Dodgers quickly, Brian. Andrew Heaney and Walker Buehler. Dodgers getting the best of it last night. The Dodgers bats are rolling right now, but this is a line that looks a little odd to me. It just looks a little odd. It's I don't know. Walker Buehler is really a minus 200 guy to me, but
yep.
Go ahead.
I think Buehler's a minus 200 guy too. It just seems too easy to take the Dodgers here. I'm not running to bet this one, but I lean a little bit towards the Angels here. I think game looks suspicious.
Chris?
Yeah, I'll take the over. I don't trust Andrew Heaney against this Dodger lineup, and I think Bueller gives up a few as well, so I'll take the over.
Rod?
I'll take the under. Give me the under 9.
All right, so we go to the NHL where it's the dogs have been barking. We did some videos on these last night, so of course you can check those out on our YouTube channel, but we'll just quickly go through them again. We got a game starting in about 5 minutes. We got the Bruins and the Hurricane. Rod, this line is flipped from the Hurricane plus 105 to now minus about 110, 112.
Yeah, I as I said in the video last night, as this veteran Bruins team will bounce back here today, even without Pasternak in line. That's probably why the line's flipped. Pasternak's probably out of this game. But even with him out, I think Boston veteran core comes together and gets a win here today.
How about you, Chris?
Well, I think another reason the line flipped is because about an hour ago, Tuukka Rask opted out of the season. So they're going to have to go on Yaroslav Halak here, and I see this one being Carolina all the way.
As long as we don't have to hear you pronounce Halak for another couple weeks. Brian, any thoughts on this one?
I like Carolina here. I think they get the W.
Yeah. We got the Coyotes against the Avalanche. Rod?
For me here, I think the Coyotes pop up and grab a win here today, and the under. I think it'll be a tight, low-scoring game.
Chris?
2-1, 3-1 tops.
Chris, what do you got for us?
Yeah, I got the under 5 here as well. Like Rod said, it's going to be a tighter, low-scoring game.
And Brian, anything?
I think this is the best bet as far as NHL goes. Arizona, I agree with Rod.
I'm on the Avalanche puck line. I'm going to blow them out of the building. We got the Blue Jackets against the Tampa Bay Lightning. Everyone knows what I think of this one, the Tampa Bay Lightning. You can go suck it. I like the Blue Jackets all the way. I don't normally bet hockey, but I'll bet against the Lightning just about any chance I get. Can't stand them. Rod, it has nothing to do with handicapping for me. It's all personal. I always say, don't go with your heart, go with your head, except for this one. What do you think?
Another close, very little goals. Give me the under. I also like Columbus. Columbus got some momentum now. They know they can beat these guys. Give me Columbus.
So Richard Poplis is asking if anyone agrees on the same bet. I think that the whole idea of the show is to get different people's opinion, not to come up with, a consensus of, some fake opinion. It's kind of like, that's not how we do things. We're not going to fake it to, for presentation purposes. It's like with me, everyone knows whether you meet me on here, whether you meet me in real life or anything like that, what you see is what you get. And it's the same with everybody on our site. We're not just going to fake it and smile at your face and stab you in the back. Not what we're all about. We don't care about any of that other stuff. If you want premium picks, you can buy premium picks. If you don't want premium picks, we love you just the same. Anyways, but we're not going to agree for the sake of a show. That's for damn sure. That's never going to happen. Rod? Lightning?
Columbus. Under.
Chris?
No Lightning.
Yeah, I'm gonna go on Columbus as well, and I'm gonna take the over. I think we see some goals here.
How about you, Brian?
Taking Tampa Bay here.
No, they can go suck it. We got the Blackhawks against the Golden Knights here. Golden Knights minus 185 against the Blackhawks. I used to live in Chicago, so I like them, and I know that when the chips are on the table and things are down, you got two guys on the Blackhawks that know how to take care of business and have their name on that cup 3 times each. I don't know, man. I've seen them in worse spots than this come through. I'm going to take the Hawks. Rod?
Yeah, give me the Hawks today. I think they get a win. They got to win one. I think this is a spot for them to get their one win.
How about Chris?
Yeah, I'm gonna take the over 6. I think we see some more goals again today.
How about you, Brian?
Rod's right on, just like the Canadians did yesterday. I see Blackhawks getting a win.
Nice. All right, we go to the UFC. I don't know anything about this sport, so I don't even have much to add at all. I can't even tell you who's fighting. I know there's a main event. Chris Ruffalo generally covers some UFC at the website. Rod, you in on this UFC stuff too?
Oh yeah, I got a nice birdcage. I love this UFC event.
How
I've
about
been
you,
waiting
Brian?
for this for a month.
You a UFC guy?
I got one fight you can take to the bank tonight.
All right, I watched a lot of UFC during the break, but I still couldn't tell you any of the guys' names. We did analysis and stuff, kind of during it, and I know what I'm watching and I understand it, but it's like as far as knowing all the different fighters, there's way too many of them, and the guys lose and win. It's not like you don't have the There's very few guys who couldn't just get cracked once and lose. It's not like boxing where you have guys who are just magicians out there. Anyways, Rod, what's your opinion on tonight's card? If you got a couple picks, just let's get them all out of our system. It's one time through on this.
Okay, so the first fight I like tonight it's a prelim fight. It's Jim Miller versus Vince Pichel. Both these fighters come into this fight, come off a win. They both beat Roosevelt Roberts in their last fight. But the difference in this fight for me is Miller beat Roberts in June. And Vince hasn't fought in over a year. He beat Roberts well over a year. Vince Miller is the pressure fighter, and I think he controls this fight, no problem. Give me Jim Miller to win over Vince.
Is that your whole card?
Nope. In the co-main event here, we got O'Malley, and we've seen O'Malley, the Irish guy. He's 12-0, mixed martial arts record. He's 4-0 in the UFC. He's finished his last two fights. I'm taking O'Malley to finish this fight. This fight definitely does not go the distance. O'Malley gets the win.
Is he Finnish or Irish? I lost you.
He's Irish.
He's Irish, but he finishes.
But he finishes.
He's a Finnish Irishman. He's a finishing.
Someone is going to. He's going to
Irishman.
lay a beat down. Someone's going to hurt real bad.
Pain.
And in the main event for me, we got Cormier. The last fight, Cormier was up. He was leading that last fight with 181 significant strikes. And now we're in a smaller ring. But he's got nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Give me Cormier. I think he gets the win and cements his legacy as a great UFC fighter.
Chris, anything going on in tonight's card?
Yeah, I got two free picks I have for this card. First one, I'm going to go to the prelims as well. I'm going to take Verna Jandiroba to win against Felicia Hennig. Jandiroba just came over from Invicta. She's a nasty submission specialist. If she gets this fight on the ground, Henning's in for a long night, and I think that's what's going to happen here. So we're getting some decent plus money on Jandiroba by submission, so that's where I'm going to go. Her submission game is more than anything that Hennig brings to the table. So I'll take Jandiroba by submission at plus 200. And I'm also on the Sean O'Malley fight, but I'm going to have to disagree. I think this one does go to a decision. Marlon Vera is the toughest fighter that O'Malley's fought to date. That smaller cage is going to force O'Malley to put some pressure on, but Vera's got a tough chin. He can handle it. I think this one does go to a decision, so I'll take Sean O'Malley by decision at plus 150.
How about you, Brian? Got two
I'm
O'Malleys.
horrible at pronouncing these names, but me and Rod are going head-to-head on this UFC. I really like Vink Pitchell. I can't even pronounce his name, Pitchell, against Jim Miller. I think it's going to be a knockout. If it goes to a decision, he's going to have some trouble here. I know he hasn't fought much last 2 or 3 years, but I see him getting some hits in tonight. So I'm all over Pitchell.
All right. Is that it for you?
That's it. Just
All
one
right.
fight.
We got some parlays up for you. Our new parlay. Well, we've always had the parlay segment, but we do it a new way. Chris will lead us off with the parlays. The way we do the parlays now is we go to our website and we use our parlay calculator that we built in conjunction. We didn't build it. MetaBet built it. Our friends Ben and Mark at MetaBet. There are guys. Hopefully we get them on the show so you guys can tell them the things you don't like about it, just like you tell me the things you don't like. You talk too much. Just get to the picks. And it's some other assorted, colorful comments that I've gotten throughout every day. But anyways, let's go to the parlays. Chris, you're up first. Let me get it up on the screen and show everybody what we're talking about. So you go to pickdogs.com. You click right over here on the parlay on the tab that says parlays. It's highlighted right there. And then you can see, you go to the sport. What sport are you doing today, Chris? So you can see the different sports.
I'm gonna do one from baseball, one from hockey, and one from basketball.
So it's multi-sport parlay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
You can do that
parlay.
also. You can do different types of bets: spread, money line, over, under on the parlay, and all the states where sports betting is now legal in the United States. You can build your parlay and you can bet it right on the website. So, Chris, what sport are we going to first?
We'll go to the NHL first. I have the over in the Vegas Golden Knights and Chicago Blackhawks game.
All right.
And then next one, we'll go to the NBA. I have the Memphis Grizzlies +6.
I think I'm getting better at this because it's like I figured out the screen how to show it. And then what do we got?
And then the last one is MLB, the Blue Jays money line.
MLB and the Toronto Blue Jays on the money line. +110. A $20 wager pays $156.55. The best place to bet that in New Jersey is at PointsBet. So you can go on the site, you click the Play Now button right there, and you can make that bet. Now, you can see various prices. It compares it at all the different books. Right now, you can bet that one. Because of the different bets that Chris has on this, it's only available at certain books. But you could bet this at BetMGM, but it's only one. You only get paid $150.30. This is why you have multiple books. Instead, you just go to PointsBet. You can open an account right here. We also have offers, that you can get at PointsBet for a deposit bonus. You bet your $20, you get back about almost 8-1 on your money. All right, thanks, Chris. We go to our next person up, and of course, that's the master of the birdcage. That is Rod Zawacki. Rod, what do you got for us today?
All right, we got 2 hockey games and 1 baseball. So we'll start off with Columbus.
We're going to switch to Illinois for Rod. See what the odds are there. So we got, what do we have? 1 baseball and
1 baseball, 2 hockey.
All right. So I like this parlay calculator. This is fun. It kind of makes it real, right? 1 baseball.
Yeah, 1 baseball.
All right. So who's the baseball?
The Jays money line.
So, of course, this is just Illinois. So sports betting brand new in Illinois. So just DraftKings offering the parlays. And then what do we have? 2 NHL?
2 NHL. The Columbus
Blue Jackets at +150 and
the Blackhawks.
So this is going to be a big one. $20 pays $288. That's 14.5 times your money at DraftKings. You can bet this right on our website. You go to hit the Play Now button, and you can bet this parlay right on our website. Thanks, Rod. We bring in
You're welcome.
Brian Bittler with his first day. Yesterday he said he didn't want to do the parlay. Today he wants to do the parlay. We're going to start over, and of course for Brian, we're going to go to Pennsylvania because he is in Philly. So we're going to go with that. And what is yours going to be? What sports are you going with?
I'm going with 2 Major League Baseball, 1 NBA.
All right, so we're in the NBA first. And what's the pick?
I'm going to go under 232 in the Grizzlies.
All right, we got 231.5 here. Do you still like
That's
it there?
fine.
Okay. So we get this question all the time, when people buy a premium pick and then the line drops a half a point or, something like that. Do you still like it, 231.5? So there you have Brian. This is exactly how I do it, you can, and then he's got 2 Major League Baseball to go with that. I do like this parlay calculator, I have to say. And you can see I did it just yesterday and today, and I'm already getting better at it. You going on money lines here?
Yeah, we're going to go Toronto Blue Jays money line, Milwaukee Brewers money line.
Milwaukee Brewers on the money line, and the Toronto Blue Jays with Rod on that one. plus
Yeah,
110.
I like Rod's parlay.
$20 pays 151.77 at FanDuel is the best place to bet that. If you're in Pennsylvania, you get the highest payout. At DraftKings, it only pays 145.20. At Rivers, 147.45. So you can see different sports books, different odds, slightly different payouts. You might as well maximize your bet. You're betting the same amount. Believe me, all those dollars, $2, $10, depending on how much you're betting, it all adds up, because you can see right here, this one at 145 and this one 151. That's $6. We're betting $20. So it's, every 3 parlays, that's an extra parlay that you can bet. So if you have a DraftKings account and you want to bet this parlay, FanDuel is a better place to do it, and you can do it right on our website. Thanks, Brian. For my parlay, I'm sticking all with Major League Baseball. I should maybe put my face up here. There we go. Hi, everyone. We got, for my parlay, you know me, I'm going all big dogs. And I'm going to start with the New York Metropolitans against Aaron Nola. We got the Miami Marlins, who've been just beating everybody. And we're going to throw them with the Baltimore Orioles, who just do nothing but win games at big prices. $20 pays you $345.11. This is about 22 times your money. No, is that what it is? Or 20, no, it's not 22.
17.
17 times. Thank you. We have a mathematician in the group. And I stayed in Pennsylvania with Brian here at FanDuel. At DraftKings, it pays $344. At Rivers, it pays $344. This is a big payer. It's the Mets, the Marlins, and the Orioles. I know he's going to bring everyone back. I like this parlay thing. You guys let me know what you think about the parlay calculator and our features that we're doing it on the show. But I think I kind of have it down a little better, even better than I did in the video, now that I know how to lock it in. Anyways, thanks everyone for joining us. It was really a packed show today. A lot of information. Thanks, Jeff Jeter, for joining us. And thanks, guys. We will see you tomorrow. We got... is it another NBA game? How does it? I don't understand how it works. But
yeah,
so it's 2 out of 3. So if it goes 1-1, then they play again on Monday with the other playoff games, or do they just play 2 games tomorrow?
If Portland wins today, it's over.
2 games.
Oh, Memphis has to win 2, but Portland just has to win 1. All right, I get it.
Yep.
Okay. Thanks. See, always dealing out the information. About 500 people watching us simultaneously at a time on the show. It definitely, the more people that join us, the more energy we have, the more picks we give. We always give the same amount of picks. What the hell? Who am I kidding? Can't pull one on you guys. Anyways, thanks everyone for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow, same time, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be sure to subscribe to our channel and smash that like button.